Fine.
All right, welcome to another edition of, another little journey through Africa with its little shiny minerals. This is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler, well, since the 1950s. How old are you again? Not quite that old. All right. Hi, if you're new here, don't be frightened. We're quite harmless. If you are new here, please take the time to read Cora's short story in the description beneath the video. It'll have interesting information like we're a wholesaler based in Africa. We ship from Africa, and we only ship once you've spent about $500. Until then, we're not interested. You've got a week to pay up your claims, and how you claim is by just typing the number of the flat in the comment section, the live comment section in the comment section beneath the video, or the side of the video, depending on what you're watching, your PC, your phone, whatever. News. Not great. Madagascar, no surprises. It's going to take 2 weeks longer than we anticipated. So we're looking at probably beginning of May. The reasons why? Well, I'm going to ask Nick about that when he walks past. I'll catch him because he knows all the details, and the details have been shared with me. Anyway, we've got 3 trolleys again tonight. Let's get started. So, Malagasy orange calcite palm stones. There are 20 of these little orange calcite specials, rated good to very good to A grade. They weigh all of 1.46 kilograms. They will fit your palm. This one here has got a little bit of scuffing, which is a pity because it's a nice shade of orange. Orange is the new black, no doubt. It's got a cost all of $44. This flat is number 51. On to some nice dark lilac, slightly smoky even, Buchenhout spirit quartz or fairy quartz. There are 12 crystals and crystal clusters in this flat. Some with nice goethite. There we go, that nice blackness. Gee, was it Nane who sent an image a few days ago about fairy quartz that was literally just goethite? It was quite phenomenal. I haven't seen that personally, but I hope to, because I tell you what, there's nothing like sparkly black quartz to light up your sinister life. Is your life sinister? I don't judge. No, sorry. These 12, they weigh 1.21 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They are more than decent. They're going to cost $56. That's for 1.21 kilos. A grade usually goes for $50 a kilo. Hey, Cora, what's the dollar on at the moment? What? 17.20. Oh, 1703 rand to the dollar. So it's wavering there and thereabouts. So $56 is pretty good. Next up, we got some nice, slender and elegant chevron quartz points from Madagascar. And they are very nice. Rather translucent with a nice sharp edge, because you want a nice sharp edge. This one's edge is less than sharp. Is it chipped? Yeah, just very, very, very faintly. That's very nice. I'm becoming extremely sensitive to fault lines, like this one over here. You can see it hasn't been broken because it turns up and then fades away into the silica matrix. But recently we had a little issue with a beautiful quartz that involved 3 anhydros, and it cracked. It didn't fall. It was just exposed. It was I can only assume it was one of those seriously hot days where all the crystals actually burnt my hands, and then got put back into the the coldness of the warehouse, and it just decided enough's enough. I'm going to crack down the middle. The neatest thing ever. Anyway, so yeah, I am kind of sensitive to that, but that is not a fix or a break. These four little slender beauties, they are 1.16 kilograms heavy. They're rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $46. It is flat 42. Onto some crystalline. Wow, Nick calls them crystalline malachite. So hey, I tell you what, I'm all for calling names, and I'll call you guys crystalline malachite too, even if it does upset you. Ha! That is really pretty. I think I'm going to have to take a little bit of a close-up. There is pseudo malachite in the mix here as well. 3 specimens. Look at those beautiful crystals. Iron oxidated juicy rich as well. And then a whole lot of heterogenite as well. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. Pyramidal wedge-like terminations with nice faces. It kind of screams, I'm not malachite. It probably screams, I am Libethanite or Cornwallite or not malachite. But as we are naming names, I'll call you Harry or George or Wedgie. They're going to cost $66. That is for 3. They weigh 1.22 kilograms. This is flat 381. Onto polished Malagasy quartz points. This first one with a little bit of beautiful copper colored rutile. There's a little black rutile in there as well. More rutile at the top. That does look like very shiny copper. Can't be copper. Golden rutile. Coppery rutile. I don't know. It's beautiful. It certainly is a shiny side of burnt orange. The other one is got a lot of inclusions as well. There's a whole galaxy of floating chlorite just beneath the windows. That's rather attractive with a limonite as well. Beautiful clarity. Just look at that. Gorgy, man. Lekker. Right, these two weighing 750 grams, rated very good to A grade. They are gorgeous. They're going to cost $52. This is flat number 916. Onto some Namibian lead. It's Galena time. And if you can't help but tap your feet to the kind of techno music in the background, or maybe it's the Bee Gees. Yeah, I suppose it's more 80s than mirror balls or so. Yesterday. I wonder what the laser version of the mineral world is at the moment. Because Galena takes the cake, or takes the proverbial mirror ball prize. So these, I do want to actually go see them fluoresce a bit. The ones we've recently checked, like this, looks like dirty, but it's like a little carbonate coating of fluorescence. Definite, definite shutterkite. That's cool. Lots of copper silicates hanging around. You can see there's some bornite on the surface. It's funky, man. Ooh, this is heavy. Okay, so that sphalerite could well be. Sure. Okay, this is a very nice flutter Galena, man. Let's go see how they fluoresce, if they fluoresce. Rightio. Okay, that carbonate coating is usually that kind of yellowish colour. What exactly the oranges are, I don't know. Well, I can't know for sure. That's rather hot toddy. Is this this is the one that had the whole chunky sphalerite. Not so much going on there. That's a whole lot of fluorescence. They are full of surprises and lead. Weighing 1.94 kilograms, they are rated as all A grade, and I think that's a fair comment. They are going to cost $33. That's for 6 little gallinas, flat $4.49. On to banded tiger iron. Standing freeforms, 3 of them, quite thin little standers. Nice lines of hematite running horizontally. Very thin. That's thin. Not for wobbly tables, but they stand all right if you're not going to rock the table. Weighing 1.34 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They cost $53. This is flat $95. Onto some Luena. That's right. Look at this light straw-coloured champagne-like citrine cluster with beautiful clarity. Trademark chips on tips. Lots of cascading quartz crystals down the side. Beautiful red hematoid iron staining beneath the surface. It's beautiful. Only to be undone and outdone by this darker version. Quite a bit of matrix to this beastie. See, does add a little bit of gravitas to the situation. These 2 little citrines, they weigh 1.855 kilograms. They are rated very good to A grade, and they're going to cost all of $100. This is flat number, you guessed it, 100. Hey, here comes Nick. All right, so I'm going to catch him now, kind of. I want to talk about Madagascar and what's happening there, because there has been. I love consistency. I'm sure you guys do too. But for once, I'd love the consistency to be less so and let the shipments come in. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Fancy seeing you in a place like this.
What about him? Who are we speaking to?
We're speaking to all the people wondering why we're going to be late for Madagascar.
Oh dear, I got cornered for that. Okay, well, there's a good reason for that.
Oh.
One is because there's only MSC shipping left in Madagascar after all the trouble they've had, because all the riots they had last time. Remember the riots?
Yeah. The entire government changed.
Well, the next thing is they used to have Air Madagascar, Air Ethiopia, Air Kenya, and now we only have Airlink. Airlink is so backed up, their freight can't leave until 20th of April. Even then, it's not one flight, because we've got 5 tons. It will be 3 flights probably with the goods on there. MSC had 1 boat leaving on 28th, but only arriving 38 days later. So it's actually better to put it on the boat for the 9th of April. That boat actually arrives before the other boat arrives, but it's mid-May. Which really sucks. We would hope to get it in 2 weeks. We were prepared to pay the air freight. That wasn't the problem.
Are we still doing air freight? Are we doing
shipping?
Are we doing shipping now?
Because whichever way it goes, shipping is going to be leaving on the 9th of April, and air freight's only available on the 20th of April. So we're looking at 4 or 5 days difference between air freight and sea freight at half the price. It's 180,000 rand compared to 90,000 rand by the boat.
So expectancies early May, first week May, thereabouts. Mid-May.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man.
which is a real pain in the butt. We want it now.
Well, yes. Have stock, sell stock, love stock. Oh, there you go. At least now I don't have to tell you any more 2-week jokes. Sorry for the disappointment, guys. All right, moving on. Tiger Eye from Priska. There are 6 beautiful medallions, and I say medallions with genuine, these are the perfect size for filet mignon. Little gallets of beautiful chatoyancy. That's a very thick line of hematite running through the middle there. There we go. That's beautiful. Ooh, that's a bit substandard. Haven't seen a bad tiger eye for an extremely long time, but always good for reference. Still some hematite in there, but I don't see any chatoyancy. Stands to reason it's going to be a cheap flat. Oh, did I say cheap? I'm not allowed to say cheap. This one's the same, not very chatoyant. So you got 4 very good to A grade gallets, and well, 2 totally overcooked gallets over here. They weigh 3.8 kgs. Really? They're that heavy. Well, they're going to cost $25. Well, there you go. That pretty much sums up the state of these 2 overcooked, well done Tiger Eye medallions. Flat 921. Onto a flat of Vuzi brought this to me. It is some tolerite, polished freeforms. He went, hey, you want some really good quality tolerite wood? Yeah, I always want really nice, great quality tolerite. And so here we have it, 6 freeforms. Yeah, because you don't see many freeforms. They come out in little thin shelves. So for there to be enough to make a freeform, it's quite exceptional. Beautiful texture. Ooh. Nickel Tail Sydney from Zimbabwe. They weigh 1.21 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. Vuzi's seal of approval. $50 is what they're going to cost. This is flat number 224. Onto some Congolese dioptase. 3 specimens of, well, of very good to A grade. That is gorgeous, and it's very light. This matrix is rather porous. Not soft, it's just light. Large crystals. A little bit of scuffing there. Pterogenite in the mix. These 3 weigh 600 grams, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $240. This is flat number 695. Onto some whole polished whole ammonites from Madagascar. Looking for that little bit of opalescence, which is not forthcoming in this side. Nice jigsaw patterning. Not much going on there. The smaller of the 2. Yeah, no opalescence to be seen. Just patterns and ammonites. The 2, they weigh 715 grams, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $40. It's a bargain. Flat 776. Onto some petrified wood freeforms, standing freeforms, heavy in the iron, nice and red. That's very nice. Ooh, something a little shiny there. A little bit of hematite, or I think there as well. Yeah, no, we got hematite in the petrified wood. Cool, no problems with that. Lovely patterns. This is a beautiful flat of petrified wood standing freeforms, rated very good to A grade. They weigh, what do they weigh? 1.49 kilograms. They are going to cost $45. This is flat number 923. Then onto some Lesotho loveliness. It is large dragon incisors. That is a beautiful scalenohedral, large scalenohedral calcite crystal with a base of druzy, and you can just about make up a little layer of blue chalcedony beneath there. That there is still calcite. There's 4 of these incisors. You can see, so these do have quite the amount of manganese in, and some of them have so much of it that you can just about make out a little bit of a pink hue. That's the manganese. That's pretty darn fine. This one as well, slightly pink. Because Lesotho is such a high country, altitude-wise, it's pretty much covered in snow for large parts of the year, and that thawing process during spring and summer pretty much decimates the calcite often, which is why often these little chalcedony sheaths hollow out. Also included in this flat are 2 beautiful, and I do mean that's really pretty, man. That is a big large dollop of calcite to complement the little quartz snow fingers. 2 of them, they both stand. Check it out, that's cool. And then the larger of the 2, you can see there's calcite running down there, a little blue chalcedony at the bottom, and then a tall, proud crystal, perfectly terminated and not broken. Lots of calcite to go with it as well. It's a beautiful little specimen. Let me show you how they light up. Right, calcite, infused with enough manganese to power a small volcano. There the 2 standing. That one doesn't have a lot of calcite. Let's turn it around a little bit, see the other side. There still is some calcite beneath the quartz. And then all those beautiful dragon incisors. Beautiful. Beautiful flat of Lesotho quartz and calcite. The 6 weigh 855 grams. They're rated very good to A grade. They are going to cost $37. This is flat number 778. On to some etched blue chalcedony. There are 3 specimens. Chalcedony, well, blue lace agate from Nsanje, Malawi. That's rather pretty. This is resembling some blue. That's super funky, man. Some blue lace coral. Also with quite a bit of juicy on the side. That's really pretty. And then a whole bunch of quartz attached. And there's a slight little hue of amethyst as well. Tidy, clean. There runs the bands for the agate. It's a beautiful flat of etched chalcedony, weighing 1.08 kilograms. It's going to cost $39 for the 3. This is flat 692. Up next, we've got some beautiful, tidy, yes, green opal standing freeforms from Madagascar. It's not a line that runs anywhere, that's fine. That is a very nice shade of green, or shades of green should I say. There's a whole lot of green going on there. There we go, resembling the paddocks. Well, there aren't that many paddocks, but yeah, no, there are. There's plenty of rice paddies in Madagascar. Rated good, very good to A grade. That's good. They weigh, I don't know what they weigh. What do they weigh? I don't know. $39 is what they're going to cost. Cara can put down in the comment section what they weigh. It's going to be $39 for flat 301. Next up, two absolutely gorgeous icy blue celestite clusters. That is a magnificent crystal. You can see that sawtooth habit formation over there. Man, that is very, very sexy. And it's not the only one. No, the other one has a big crystal as well, although it has scuffing on the top. But other than that, it is beautiful, clear, icy blue. And then with a whole bunch of peasant-like little celestite crystals. Not praying so much to the big crystal, but adoring it. Here we go. Look at those two beautiful crystals on the side there. That is stunning. Very, very nice. These weigh 2.33 kilograms. They are going to cost $61. This is flat number 411. Onto another flat of really, really pretty polished smoky quartz from Madagascar. Geez, that was some very cunning lapidary work. I don't think that's been glued. Really? It's funky. Well, let's move on. How about that for an inclusion? Man, so far it's only A to double A grade stuff in this flat. Ooh, little bio-tight inclusions there. Oh wow, that's super duper. Load light. Load light. Glorious. There's another one of those lapidary wonders. Double turbinated smoky. And that must be a fix, surely. Yes, I think that is a fix. In fact, you know what? I suspect, check that, not so much that one, but that one, for that to be man-made, right, you would have to cut this section, right? And then you would have to lay another crystal over the top. And somehow it didn't work and they had to put it back together again. I'm just guessing. Still, that is wicked beautiful crystal. Oh, geez, I didn't even notice. This is, Cara did look at this one with a biotite inclusions. She says there's 2 in hydros in here. They weren't very big. Where will we get lucky? Nah, all I see is veils and veils and biotites flecks. Right, where were we? Another beautiful crystal. Yeah, no, this is a stunning flat. Except for maybe that there. But that limonite. Very, 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 very nice flat. Weighing 670 grams. It's going to cost $41. This is flat number 682. On to two absolutely beautiful limonite clusters. Look at this. Large clear crystals. The one in the middle here is awesome. Beautiful, beautiful clarity. That is glorious. And this other one's weird. Alright. Yeah, limonite, more often than not, comes with a lot of goethite. Because basically it's just different steps of iron oxidation. And this one is a great example of just that. That is a whole lot of druzy as well, accompanying the goethite. Little specks of goethite inside the quartz as well. It is a beautiful flat. Weighing all of 2.94 kilograms. It's going to cost $47 for the two. This is flat number 683. Then on to some three absolutely gorgeous Buchanut hook spirit quartz. That's, I don't know if it was done on purpose, but it certainly works. That's pretty. A whole lot of red hematoid beneath the surface there, and all the shiny. That's fairy quartz. The red's also very attractive. The limonite, very much so as well. The largest of the three. Beautiful small crystals on the planes, and then this beautiful, reasonably long finger. That works. And then the smallest of the three, very tidy, hardly, well, no matrix almost. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Very nice flat. What does it weigh? It weighs 980 grams. If this is anywhere less than $55, you should grab it. It's $56. This is flat 931. Then on to some polished malachite slices. Little thin slices. Subtle hints of chrysocolla there. Beautiful flower patterns. That's very nice. Chrysocolla in the middle there. I don't want to call them malacolas because it's not entirely discernible. But they are pretty. And it's kind of useful that they are so thin. Because, well, they weigh a lot less. If they weigh less, they cost less to ship as well. There we go, more chrysocolla. Okay, this one, run to the litter. It's just a bit of a dull polish. I wonder if I can... Oh, well, yeah. Bottom, top, much better. Oof, patterns. Beautiful. This is a glorious flat of polished thin slices of malachite freeforms. They weigh all of 1.32 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $61. It's flat number 774. Then on to the center of the trolley. It is a large polished Angolan quartz point. It weighs almost just short of 5 kilograms. I am going to point out this looks like was a limonite veil. It goes across. Cora myself did spend quite a bit of time trying to see if it was a break. We decided that it wasn't. That's not to say it's not weak, but it needs to be pointed out nonetheless. It is beautiful. It's large. No doubt, Skibowski. Those windows are nice and tidy, clean. No chips on edges or tips. Bit of red hematoid in there. It is large and beautiful. 4.99 kilograms. Next got this rated as good grade. That's why it's only $79. This is flat $4.94. On to great big black ball. Hello, basalt. It is rather glorious, and it comes with its, oh my goodness, that's heavy, its own little pedestal. Weighing 4.83 kilograms. These two, the company of black basalt, or chic and elegant. Sure, where would you put this? I'll tell you what, you could put this anywhere. Black is like that, but I suppose it's going to take... Don't let the dust get on it. It's black, eh? The first dust just settles on black first, because, I don't know, black's always first in the queue. Rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost $98. This is flat $381. On to a beautiful celestite geode. It's rather open, which is nice, so you can see all the beautiful clean crystals. And there's always one crystal that stands out, and that's the one. Untarnished by any tips or brushes with humanity. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm literally looking it in the eye. Weighing I think this was 4.23 kilograms. It's going to cost $127. It's flat. Oh, look, 127. On to, for the first trolley, it's a medium-sized jacaranda amethyst from Mumbwa in Zambia. Mumbwa's always got these large, nice amethyst crystals, and a kind of not too aggressive purple. Bit of limonite on the side there. Other than that, it's very tidy. Weighing 2.6, no wait, this is also around the 4 kg mark. Yeah, this is all 4.23 kilos, I think. It's going to cost $47 for a large, well, medium sized, because they do become really large, jacaranda amethyst. $47 flat, 91. There we go, on to the second trolley, and it's some tollerite, not tollerite, metokulite from Metoku. It's a green clinical, standing freeforms in a mica matrix. Some ordinary mica, and then also some biotite. A little bit of quartz schist creeping in as well. That is beautiful and gemmy. Sure, nice dark green colour. There's a little cutesy. These 6 weigh 1.25 kilograms. They are rated as very good to A grade. They are going to cost $64. This is flat number 82. Onto some 20 little itsy bitsy tiger iron and hematite points. I don't know. I don't know much about jewelry, but I imagine they're a little bit too large. Well, I suppose it depends what type of a cowboy you are. Do you like big pointy things dangling? Then happy days, these are for you. They are rather lovely. I see no chips. All the tips are intact. What's going on here? That's just a little bit of ash. What's going on there? It's alright. They all have little slender running vertical lines, except for 1, 2, which are horizontal. 3 horizontals. That's a very nice flat little tiger iron points. Weighing 450 grams. They're going to cost $52. It's flat number 940. Then on to some. It's a whole lot of hollandite. Rated medium to good, so this is pretty much your party pack. Let's Let's just toss a couple out there. There we go. Hollandite. Lots of little itsy bitsy Hollandite stars. What was this again? This is a Hollandite is essentially barite. Little tunnels of barite to be exact. That's very nice. I don't see any in there. That's just clear quartz. There's a little star over there. Another one. Well, there are plenty. And then there's a couple of numpties. There's a whole lot. There's a little star right at the base. Apparently they map out your, well, they are your cosmic map. If, you know, one day you get tired of Earth and you need a nice map, then I suppose these will come in rather handy. I want to see this one. It's nice. I don't know. Doesn't look like Hollandite. It just looks like a little spot of probably biotite. Really, it's a bit of a hit and miss flat. I see a fair lot of them. There we go, there's more. That's proper. Yeah, okay. This weighs 1.535 kilograms worth of Happy Days Party Pack Hollandite. It's going to cost $47. This is flat 777. Onto, okay, you just stay there. This on the surface looks like an absolutely magic flat of spirit quartz. That is a beautiful hue of lilac and limonite. No matrix on this. That's a winner. This one's a little dirty. So I imagine these would be rated very good to A grade, mostly A grade. They are pretty awesome. What do they weigh though? They weigh 1.42 kilograms, and for very good to A grade, $67 is a bargain. This is flat number 928. Onto a mixed flat of very sexy Southern African minerals. First up from Zambia is a jacaranda amethyst cluster. Very tidy. It's got a little bit of bruising over there, but other than that, that's lekker. Then on to another one of those absolutely stunning calcite and quartz specimens from Lesotho. I'll tell you what, that is a long finger, man, and it stands gloriously on a little calcite pedestal. That's a winner. Then an absolutely stunning A-grade diatase. Look at that. Brilliant coverage all round. That is beautiful. And then here's a funky one from the past. It's a secular aragonite covered in druzy. That green is most likely some copper silicate behavior beneath the druzy in the aragonite itself. And there's a few of these little aragonite clusters almost. Now the funky thing is, it takes a bit of for aragonite to grow, and it does have a little bit of a spiky acicular behavior. It needs very rich calcium. Actually, it's like calcite, just a different habit. But it is the presence of manganese actually that stops calcite from developing and allows for the aragonite to grow, which is interesting, which means that there's likely a lot of manganese in this matrix, and we're going to have a look at that anyway, because I'm going to show you that little Lesotho there. Also in this flat from Mandra Sonoro is a very nice little cubic fluorite specimen. No scuff marks on the main crystals. That is beautiful translucency. That is a lovely specimen. That's really nice. And then last of the African representatives is this little azurine and orthoclase with smoky quartz specimen from Zomba. That's also got manganese in it, well, we're going to have a look. Right, I suppose it'll be easy to catch the calcite. There's the fluorite, a fair amount of impurities there to make it glow all nice and purple. And there's that beautiful Lesotho calcite, burning red hot. And then there we go. That little acicular, the acicular aragonite in the matrix. And the matrix is rather excitable. Manganese, most likely. That's beautiful. And then, you are such a glorious little Zomba, man. Look at the zircon just light up. That is awesome. Only thing missing here is a little hints of green thorium. That is very nice. Is a beautiful flat. Mouse Cat is not happy with the dog attention, and Fig just wants a good sniff. Is he going to get claws in the nose? Running commentary here from... Oh dear, okay. Beautiful flat of Southern African minerals. It's a winner chicken dinner. It weighs all of 1.525 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. $80, including that beauty there. And it's flat 770. Come on, Fig, see if you can climb up Nick.
He's going to try.
I have a needy pussy.
That's right. Nick is a bit odd. You should take care of that, Nick. All right, next up we've got some Malacola, polished Malacola from Katanga. That's the southern province of Katanga is probably the safe thing to say. If you not sure where the malachite is really from, then just go Katanga. Katanga involves pretty much Kasompi, Kolwezi, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm going to go with Katanga derived Malacola. There are more than 24 in here. It's 26 little specimens. That's beautiful. Yeah. Unlike the first flat, this has a bit more of a proud chrysocolla presence. Weighing all of 1.08 kilograms, this flat of 26 is going to cost $53. It is flat 781. On to some stichtite from Barberton. That's in the Lowveld here in South Africa. It's the stichtite. Is that beautiful, almost metallic-like lilac purple webbing against a soft serpentine background. This one's probably rated as very good only. It's a nice dark serpentine matrix. Very attractive. There we go. This is basically magnesium purple. Beautiful flat of stichtite, or you might even know it as Atlantisite. It weighs 1.51 kilograms. It's going to cost all of $67. This is flat 914. On to some prehnite from Eastern Cape. First mineral in the world to be named after a person. Von Pre, who was the governor, I think, of the Cape, about 1850s, 1840s, or maybe even earlier. This prehnite I'm going to designate as, it's not really good. This is beautiful lapidary material, yeah, for sure. This one especially, it is large, to say the least. It's got, that is definitely lapidary material. Yeah, I think someone mentioned that prehnite does help with guidance and counseling and all that kind of stuff. So here's a large one for a lot of guidance. If you have lots, if you're very lost, then this is going to help you. Weighing all of 2.715 kilograms. These two are going to cost $91. It's flat 314. Onto a flat of mixed points. We've got some lepidolite here, Malagasy lepidolite, and some sticky business on it. That's annoying. Always looking for some rubellite or some indicolite. This one only coloured by manganese, that's the purple, and obviously buckets of lithium in the background. There's a little bit of pink tourmaline. And then this is an interesting one. Looks like Northern Cape. It's got a bit of, there's some hematite. Nah, I don't like this one at all. This is brachiated. That's fixed up. That's filler. Tidy though. No, essentially non-chatoyant chrysotile, or tiger's eye, banded tiger iron point. A pink rose quartz point. A most unimpressive flat this. I'm going to designate it to, well, the warehouse. Go on then, be off with you. 2.33 kilograms worth of pointiness. It's going to cost $62. This is flat 772. We move on to some Karoi. This is a little flat of red hematoids. Well, 4 red hematoids. Lots of iron coating on the outside. You can see the iron coating is actually over the top of that tip of the chip, so that's all natural. Heavy in the irons. That's nice. You can, nice clarity. You can see the initial point just beneath the window. That's always very nice. Imagine these, that's very nice as well, man. Check that out. A white veil from the initial point. And then here, we've got a fantastic example of well, some secondary silica growth on top of a broken crystal. That's a beautiful flat of Karoi red hematoids, weighing all of 1.93 kilograms. They're going to cost $58. This is flat 917. Onto some lepidolite palm stones. There are 12, 13, 14, 15 little lithium rich manganese colored palm stones, rated good to, well, very good. Nice deep saturated manganese purple. They weigh all of 1.55 kilograms. They're going to cost $39. This is flat $6.93. Then some, well, these are not actually polished. These are natural jacaranda amethyst points. 12 of them in this flat, which is nice, man, because more often than not, Mumbwa does come with quite an extensive, more often than not, with lots of iron coating, which either has to be polished or acided off. These are quite nice, au natural. Rated good to very good. They weigh 1.7 kilograms. They're going to cost $36. That's for 12. It's $3 for an amethyst point. That's nice. Flat $6.96. Onto a flat of small little pink tourmaline and lepidolite cobbed pieces. In some cases, there is just lepidolite, but it's pretty much the anomaly for just to be lepidolite. I think there's only 2 of these specimens. Oh no, talk crap. There's 3 specimens with just that nice flaky lithium rich manganese colored mica. Then the rest, oh, nice pink tourmaline. There are 42 little specimens in this flat. Let's look at these little ones. That is the pink tourmaline all on its own. Nice saturated pink tourmaline. Small little thumbnail. Weighing 450 grams. These are going to cost all of $30. Flat $7.67. Onto some purple flash labradorite palm stones or freeforms. Let's have a looky see here. This one here does not impress the first one I pick up. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's a winner as well. Nice blue as opposed to purple. Oh, golds, purples. That's nice. It's having a sunny day. The sun is almost set here. Oh, that just screams out. You don't have to pick it up at all. That's a winner as well. Nice golds. Golds and purples. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When that blue comes, it is absolutely stunning. So, you know, apart from maybe that first one I picked up, this is a very, very nice, tidy flat of labradorite palm stones. Weighing all of 1.2 kilograms. It's going to cost $44. This is flat number 689. Onto some botryoidal malachite. It's 4 specimens, and that is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at those banded patterns around the side. Big botryoidal protrusion. Looks like a crack, is it? It's quite sturdy. No, it's not going to break. That's really cool, man. A little layer of the malachite, and obviously it's started deteriorating or decimating just beneath that surface. Rated very good to A grade. These 4 botryoidal malachite specimens. They weigh all of 1.91 kilograms. They're going to cost $54. This is flat $880. Then onto some partly polished polychrome jasper. They do always remind me of a mouse. Well, for a computer mouse, that is. That's very nice. Yeah, no, these are rated very good to A grade, and it shows nice distinct patterning, no fading between colors. That's always something to look out for. Weighing all of 1.71 kilograms. They're going to cost $36. That's $6 for a polychrome mouse, flat $935. Onto some kyanite. That's a whole lot of kyanite. A grab. How much does this weigh? This is 2.07 kilograms worth of good, very good A-grade kyanite. We are in fact very low on kyanite, so if you are in the market for kyanite, he drops the kyanite. That's nice and jammy right there. That's funky. What have I dropped here? 2 of them. Okay. Sorry, buddies. Leonardo da Vinci used to slice his baguettes with a piece of kyanite. That is how kyanite claimed fame. Wow, no, not entirely. They are beautiful crystals. These are from Zimbabwe. 2.07 kilograms. Going to cost $49. It's flat 717. 2 tiger eyes, sliced one side, so they're legal to export. Long. A lot of crocodilite. As you can see, there's a nice blue. This is not so. Oh, there we go. There's the Chatoyancy we want. Nice. Tiger eye, crocodilite. This is a large fella here. Ooh, look at that Chatoyancy there. Oh, ouch. Slice 2 sides. Has to be sliced for it to be exported. Silicated chrysotile. Yes, you can still lick it. It's quartz now. Wow, not quite quartz. Weighing 3.87 kilograms. Lapidary material, rated as very good to A grade. They are going to cost $39. This is flat number 67. Then onto a flat of septorized spheres. There was 4 in this flat. Rated as good, very good to A grade. A little bit of hematite. Oh, am I just seeing so lots of hematite in the septorite today? Lots of aragonite, lots of calcite, lots of history. Yeah, little mud globules of happy fossilness. 1.49 kilograms. They are going to cost $36 for the 4 spheres. This is flat number 80. Then on to some natural blue lace agate. 4 reasonably large specimens. One's got a nice vug right through the side. Nice druzy inside the vug as well. That's a lot of blue lace agate. Sure. Charles Sydney for days. Bit of blue, nice bit of druzy on the blue agate. These 4 rated as very good to A grade. They weigh, no, they're only rated very good. Only very good. You can do better, guys. Please show some interest. 3.93 kilograms. They're going to cost $59. That's for almost 4 kilograms of blue lace agate. Flat 676. Then onto some cornelian palm stones. There are 20 in this flat, being watched astutely by a Doberman pincher. They weigh all of 1.46 kilograms. Just off the cuff, they probably rated very good to A. Personally, I'm all for the banded patterns. Basically just red hematoid or iron-rich Charles Sydney. What is this? Oh dear, I've lost it now. $55 for the 20 cornelians. That's a flat 918. Onto a, I think I might need some light soon. It's getting dark. A beautiful. You know what? We've had 3 celestites so far, and the others were nicer than this one. Still very nice. It's got a bit of limonite in it. 2.75 kilograms, rated good to very good only. It's going to cost $55, and that is a proper reflection price versus quality. Happy days, flat 81. On to the biggest of the metoculite spheres. That is that green gemmy clinical in the mica matrix. It's a large sphere. weighing 1.7, I think, 1.7 something kilos. Yeah, 1.7 kilograms. It comes, oh, look, light on the one side of the sphere. It's like the moon just rose. Thanks, Nick. It's going to cost $90. It doesn't come with a stand, sorry. It's a flat 812. Then onto a single polychrome jasper flame, and it's got beautiful iron patterning on the one side and no patterning, hardly any patterning on the other side. A bit of mayonnaise on the one side, chili relish on the other. Very nice, tidy, no chips. It is a good polish. It weighs all of 1.02 kilograms. It's going to cost $29. That's a bargain for flat 568. Then onto a large botryoidal malachite. This is all from Kasumpi. It's beautiful. It does, however, have a few little scuff marks on the top there, but a lot of nice velvety green sparkles from the moon. Thanks, Nick. It is large. It weighs, what does it weigh? 8.12 kilograms. Let me just take it slow over here because it is large. And let's just go out a little. There we go. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's green. It's from the Congo. It has... Oh, it has... What is going on here? There's a nice vug filled with more malachite. That's very cool. But the reason your friends are coming over to see you is not the bottom side. It is, in fact, this top side. It's going to cost $230. This is flat number 759. Third trolley, Malacola. Hello, you copper silicate little things of beautifulness. It's 6 reasonably thin slices, and there is that beautiful chrysocolla. I don't know, this light is not helping me, but you can see the dark, that's very dark chrysocolla there. That's very, very nice. Great polish, also quite thin. That is delicious. Whole copper silicate salad. Weighing all of 1.04 kilograms, these 6. No doubt ski, they are rated. Wow, I tell you what, if not for... would that be good grade? I reckon I'll give them an A grade, all of them. They are very, very nice. And I like this one most. Those little, very dark lines of... Geez. I tell you what. That could well be shutterkite.
They say this is 200 grams.
Okay, that's very nice. They're going to cost $49. This is flat 779. On to... Okay, I think I'm going to move. Here we go. Hopefully the light doesn't go flashy all over the show. It seems to be doing all right. That's happy days. What we're looking here is a flat of 70 little Charetis. Typically skeletal with beautiful... Oh, no, flashy. There we go. Oh, no, okay. I'll just have to do it from here. They rated good to very good. Also known as Shangan amethyst. They weigh 650 grams. They're going to cost $50. This is flat 143. Then onto a flat of 2 acicular aragonites. You saw one earlier. These are a bit more embellished. And look at all that glorious druzy on the manganese and copper matrix. That is rather splendid. Bit of a rarity. Why, yes, a little spherical malachite hanging out in the druzy as well. That is beautiful. Joined by his little friend here. Look at that. These aragonites have to grow rather rapidly to create sprays or create long spiky tendrils. And then you must know how rich the silica fluid was that came down and crusted all the acicular habit in druzy. Quite the tale. Gonna see what hides in the matrix, because I think there is stuff that hides in there. Right, what hides in you? Ooh, manganese. Turn around a little bit. Anything there? No, nothing's happening there. Ooh, yes, lots happening there. Funky. These two little rarities, they weigh, let's see, 990 grams. They're going to cost $71. It's flat $766. Onto some absolutely gorgeous Luena. And if the sun was up, they're kind of light, they're kind of champagne straw colored, but they are truly, they're beautiful, transparent. No more so than this specimen over here. Bit of a bad chip over there. Other than that, it's a beauty. And then the best one for last is this long crystal. And look at all that beautiful cascading quartz around the side. That's beautiful, beautiful transparency as well. Look at my finger, look at my finger. It's a winner. Weighing all of 1.25 kilograms. They're going to cost $57. This is flat $782. Then onto a flat of cell rose. There are 12 specimens. I'm going to run through them and try. Oof, that is nice. Beautiful saturated pink. There we go. A little bit of kaolinite on top of that beautiful cobalt-bearing dolomite. Back to the ordinary old silky. A little bit of white kaolinite in there as well. Ooh, that's interesting. Could be a dusting of chrysocolla.
That's very interesting.
Ooh, lovely little juicy over there. Kowezite again. There's a no-brainer. That's lovely. Don't get to see many cobalt-bearing dolomites with very little dolomite. Lol. Oh, here we got some cobalt-bearing dolomite with kowezite. Nice and shiny. There we go. And the last one. Oh, look at the dolomite. That is gorgeous. The thrombic habit of the dolomite resembling that of calcite as well. So sometimes it gets a little tricky with the ID. They weigh all of 1.3 kilo. No, 1.9 kilos. They're going to cost $86. This is flat $933. Onto some very nice gemmy double terminated rose quartz crystals. Lovely veils. Nice bit of a... Oof, this is a beautiful crystal. That is deep, rich pink. These 4 crystals, they weigh 1.24 kilograms. They're going to 1.38 kilograms. They're going to cost $56. This is flat $678. Onto some cornelian standing freeforms. 2 of them. No doubt these is rated very good at best. It's beautiful iron-rich patterns. And then a bit more of a subdued fellow with nice banding. These 2 cornelian standing freeforms weigh all of, I don't know what they weigh, but they cost $44. This is flat $175. Onto some pink tourmaline rubellite in schist. This is from Curribib, a hot little piece of property there in Namibia that brings the world some of the most exciting tourmaline specimens, especially if you want some collector's items from the 90s. There are 3 specimens. This one adorned with some beautiful small mica lepidolite. And then the largest of the bunch was the best because it has indicolite around the sides. Look at that. Baby blue fighting. It's a baby blue iron, really, fighting with the manganese-rich rubellite. Also a little bit of lepidolite, mica around the sides. It is a winner chicken dinner, weighing 1.65 kilograms. These 3 are going to cost $40 only. This is flat 775. On to a very hot totty, silky malachite flat. There are 3 specimens. Look at that chatoyancy. That is absolutely stunning. The other side's got a velvety cave of green deliciousness. That's nice. Very nice. Only to be bettered by this fella. That's superb, man. That is very nice. Only to be bettered by the last one. And it's got beautiful velvety, stunted almost. You can see the stunted stalagmites. That is exquisite. Pity about 1 or 2 scuffs. Otherwise, this would have been an A grade. As it is, very good to A grade. Absolute, this is a collector's item, no doubtski aboutski. The other side, also beautiful chatoyancy. They weigh 1.33 kilograms. They're going to cost $64. This is flat 769. A winner. This, awesome. Then onto red hematoid. There are 12 crystals in this flat. Sorry that I'm not following it down, but I'm avoiding white reflections because that's what makes the light flicker. Bugger that, I need to show the flat.
Can I help you?
Not really. That's lovely transparency. There's a beautiful, lots of iron misbehavior beneath that window. Oh, and that's gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful white veil. That was the first crystal. Yeah, no doubtski boutski. This is a very good to A grade flatter red hematoid from Zimbabwe. It weighs all of 1.9 kilos. It's going to cost $56. It's flat, say 681. Next up, flat of, Figster. Hey, here we go. Beautifully optically clear polished quartz points from Madagascar. This one complete with veils and not so subtle hints of limonite.
This one has golden veils in there. It's, I don't know.
This one has limonite veils.
But it has gold veils as well.
It has gold veils.
The veils are gold.
There are veils of gold in amidst a little galaxy of chlorite. It's beautiful. That's very, very nice. This one's slightly more smoky. It almost has a little bit of a tangerine taste to it. Also optically perfect. And then next up is also a little garden quartz variety chlorite. Polished point, limonite as well. That's our beauty. 4 beauties, no doubt, rated A to probably double A grade. No, it's very good to A grade. $42, flat 721. Purpurite up next from Irongo. That is the metallic purple mineral that we sometimes mine ourselves. It is essentially manganese and iron. The dark brown bits is heterosite. That is the heavy iron side to the purpurite, and also the reason why it does not fluoresce. These 3 reasonably large, chunky cob pieces of purpurite, perfect for keeping your papers down in a busy office. It's rated as only very good, weighs 2.86 kilos, $40. This is flat number 764. Onto a flat of mixed goodies. Say hello to your old friend Blue Soda Light. This is from Kunene River. It's 1 of 4. The other one being the ever-present and very famous almost, not very valuable, but I tell you what, if you know anything about Hawaii and Messina, then you should know these little patterns intimately. It's malachite and schist, and if you go cut this open, you might be lucky. A bit of specular hematite on the side there, and then joined by a friend, little apatite from Zimbabwe. Nice, almost Jimmy green. I don't think my camera's doing it much justice, but apatite from Zimbabwe. And then last and most importantly, a whole chunk-a-lunk of indicolite in quartz from Karabib. That is blue tourmaline, baby. And it's big, it's proud, and it's wicked. This flat of 4 weighs 1.99 kilograms, rated good to very good. It's going to cost $48, flat $789. Onto a flat of, there we go, I'm going to have to point down because we've got 12 reasonably large polished plates of malacola. There's one malacola, mostly they are malachite. And this is a bit more chrysocolla there. But to outright call them malacolas is a bit dubious at best. You can most certainly see the chrysocolla presence there. And they are thin little plates, and that's really cool because they are reasonably light. This 12 weighs only 1.43 kilograms. They cost $68. It's flat $765. Next up, some amethyst points, 2 standing freeforms. That's a nice dark, deep hue of amethyst. No chips, all very tidy. And then this one here, complete with some beautiful chevron patterns on the side and a bit of a lighter hue of purple. The 2 weigh 1.51 kilograms. They're going to cost $39. It's flat $164. Next, from Mandra Sonora, a place that you'd love to say because it rolls off your tongue so nicely. It also brings us some very nice cubic green fluorite. This one comes with quite a lot of matrix, and the fluorite, semi-buried, but it's attractive because there's a fair amount of nice zoning in here. These 2 reasonably large clusters weigh all of 3.095 kilograms. Rated as good only. It stands to reason that these will be more affordable than most. And at $70 for 3 kilograms of Mandra Sonoro, it's flat $499. On to some dioptase, Congolese green diamonds. That's right, 3 specimens. We can see there's some really nice gemmy crystals in the shadows there. 3 specimens weighing 810 grams. This is very good at best, probably. And then the last one, that is A grade. That is absolutely stunning. You can see the translucency there as well. That's a winner chicken dinner. They rated good, very good to A grade. So A grade, good grade. Very good. Well done, you little fella. They're going to cost $223. It's flat number 867. Onto some Sashi River, partly polished agates. There are 20 little, nodules, partly polished nodules. Let's just glance down briefly. Nice patterning. I'm always looking for the mundane ones without the bands. That's where my bias comes from. That one's slightly guilty of it. There's banded patterns. There's not so many. That's a nice little... That's beautiful translucency. I like that. Cora's picked out the nicest one. If I can just focus on them. There we go. These 20 weigh 1.72 kilograms, rated all as A grade. They're going to cost $43. It's flat number 730. Then on to another flat of spirit quartz. That is Bukanotuk, baby. It is lavender with sparkles for days. Fairy quartz because, well, anything that sparkles has got to be a fairy. It stands to reason. Right, Cora?
Yes.
All right. I'm glad we got that out of the way. They rated as very good to A grade. I don't see any little criminals It is very tidy. No chips, no tips. Some with very nice limonite in the base. Pick it up. This one's just glorious, man. That's beautiful. They're going to cost well, it's 920 grams. They cost $558. It is most likely that Nick did rate these as all A grade. You can't argue with that because they are faultless. No dirty ones, no chips. Happy days. It's $58 for flat 698. And then, sticking to the Book and Note Hook tradition, it's a large flat plate of spirit quartz, but this is the large window variety, which is particularly attractive if you move it around because that heavy lilac tip changes from, well, dark to light as the light deceives us all. Weighing 2.05 kilograms, it's rated as good to very good. It's going to cost $85. That's how 2.2 kilos, $85. Fantastic price for flat 701. Then on to a large, and I mean large, I mean a really large blue lace agate standing freeform, and it's quite deceptive because you get used to seeing the feature on the sides here, but this one, being a rebellious little blue lace agate, has the vugs on the sides, and it is straight through. It is the proverbial blue lace. Oh man, that is. Oh, here comes Cara with a torch, and that doesn't help.
That was horrible.
No, Cara. That is stunning. That is beautiful. It is a bit of a different one because Greater Plains is, well, pretty dull, and you've got to go looking for the sandwich of blue lace love. It weighs 9.82 kilograms, rated as A grade. Oh, man, yeah, no, it is special. $387 for flat 155. On to the last tonight, and it's a beautiful silky malachite, and look at the velvet, look at the chatoyancy. Just, okay, my camera is...
And the light.
My camera is going, this is weird green, and then turning up all kinds of weird other greens. But look at this little rug here is the flagship part of this crystal. It is beautiful, chatoyant, neat, tidy. The sides, well, let's turn it around. There we go. Look at all that beautiful green chatoyancy. It weighs 1.825 kilograms, and it comes complete with a velvety, cozy nook for your eyes to feast upon when you have nothing better to do. $82 for flat number 783. Thanks, guys. Cara and myself are going to hustle and get this uploaded double quick now. One thing that I do need to mention is that Saturday you can have off. That's because Cara's going hiking in the mountains, looking for minerals, and also a book. Not in the mountains, on the way to the mountains. Anyway, have a hoolie. Thanks for joining us again. We'll catch you on Thursday night. I might have some special goodies. See you then.